You'll see it in just a second.
We're live. We're live. Hi, everybody. It's the Snarky Sisters. I'm Diana.
Over the fields we go.
Lisa, stop. Stop.
What?
What are you doing?
It's Christmas in July, Diana.
No, it's not. It's July.
It's Christmas in July. Remember, we talked about this. I said I wanted to dress up for Christmas in July.
No.
You said, all caps, I love Christmas in July. Yes, you did.
I said I loathe Christmas in July. I loathe it.
I'll look on this message. Hang on one second. Diana, I okay. Well, anyway, I like Christmas in July.
Everything about it. Hallmark, what is that? Hallmark Channel, all the Sirius XM, the old classic radio
I
show?
don't really watch the Hallmark Channel.
Okay.
Yeah, no, not really. Just once in a while I do. By the way, I made some eggnog.
Okay, I made some chocolate screwball with a Hello Kitty ice cube in it.
Oh, awesome. Cheers. Cheers, everyone. We got Brian and we got Karen Collins and Jean Bayou here today. Woohoo! What a lineup.
Everything is good. Here's our theme song. It's the Sunday Songwriter Spotlight with the Snarky Sisters. We're live at 12:30. All right. Right here on our Facebook page. With our friends, we will commune like old hippies. Featuring Mike Ryan and some of his fabulous tunes. Hi, Mike.
Hello.
We're here in our pajamas.
Pajamas.
Because we're lazy through and through.
Speak for yourself, Lisa.
And I'm drinking up some eggnog. Cheers.
All right, wait a minute.
Woo! Cheers. So you know I won't be blue. With a fascinating Karen Collins.
Woohoo!
And the inimitable Jean Bayou. Who writes these lyrics, Diana? Hey! All right, we look forward to having all of these people sing, and they can stop listening to us sing, Diana. Although, I think it might be a good idea for us to, maybe talk a little bit about songwriting and the craft of songwriting.
Thank you.
And, some of the exercises people do, like Annette Wasilick, who was on our show a while ago, was talking about song prompts. So I thought we'd demonstrate a song prompt for songwriters. So, for example, Diana, give me like, 4 or 5 random words, just pull out any words. And
Elephant, rhinoceros, alligator. No,
how
about, I know. Person, woman, man, camera, TV.
Person, woman, man, camera.
An elephant.
Those are the best words, Diana.
They are beautiful words.
Beautiful words. Let's see. Okay, so let's try this. Let's do a song here. We have 5 persons on our show.
We're hosting 3 whom you should know. There, and there.
We have 4 womans, if you count us 2.
Womans? What is this? Me Too movement? Womans? MYNS?
And come on, give me a break.
Okay. All right. 1 break.
So let me do that again. We have 4 womans, if you count us 2.
Karen Collins and Jean Bayou.
We have 1 man who sings alone.
Don't worry, Mike. We'll make you feel right at home.
We're on 5 cameras on live TV.
Well, it's Facebook Live, actually.
Oh, picky. We are the snarkiest ones by far.
With the most ingenious, and I think you wrote this next lyric.
Hey.
Snarky R.
Next week, Diana.
No.
I've already got the eye patch. Okay.
No Pirate Week. Sorry.
All right. We have all the elements, unlike a certain president.
All right, all right. I got to be careful. Say wooden fence, wooden fence.
Okay, like a post. We do super social distance here.
Yep, 400 miles away, for we're all cognitively here, right, guys?
Yes.
5 singing persons, 4 pretty women's, 3 plus 2 cameras, 2 snarky sisters, and Mike Ryan in a pear tree. Woo!
You got into Christmas stuff anyway, right?
All right, I just want to
All right.
keep this theme going. Okay, Diane, you take it from here.
Jeez. So our spotlight guest today is Michael Patrick Ryan, and he was born and raised in central Oklahoma, and we're going to ask him a little bit about that after his first song. And he writes about the struggles and triumphs of everyday life, and I bet he's been writing a lot lately because there are a lot of struggles and not that many triumphs, just saying. But his list of songwriting awards takes up an entire page, and he has won 2 gold medals and the grand prize in the Mid-Atlantic Song Contest, first place in the folk acoustic category of the UK Songwriting Contest, and first place overall in the Dallas Songwriters Association contest. And it's just like it's hundreds of awards, or maybe even thousands. And he's released 2 albums, American Tales in 2015 and At Home in the Darkness in 2018. So, Mike, tell us what you're going to sing for your first song.
Well, I do a lot of stuff that's kind of dark, so I thought I'd start with something that was not so dark since it was kind of a festive day. So this song is about a working man who falls in love, and it's about that exact moment that you fall in love. And in his case, he falls in love at the exact moment someone introduces him to a woman named Sally Ann. So the song is called This Is Sally Ann. Well, second-hand coat and old worn-out shoes. Factory whistle plays you those working man's blues. You pound out the hours that make a working day. Think about her smile, it helps take your mind away. Oh, and everything's been better since you heard somebody say, this is Sally Ann. Well, this is Sally Ann. She's gliding through the door like a lonely soldier's dream. Yeah, this is Sally Ann. She's glimmering like gold from a cold Alaska stream. And when she takes your hand and she whispers in your ear, it's like a gentle summer breeze. You look in her eyes and realize nothing that you would not do to please. Oh, to please Sally Ann. Well, now silent and strong, that's how you always rolled. Then she came along and she opened up a window to your soul. Your heart got a running start, now it's flying like a bird. Oh, and her voice, it's the sweetest sound that you've ever heard. And everything's been better since somebody said the words, this is Sally Ann. Well, this is Sally Ann. She's gliding through the door like a lonely soldier's dream. This is Sally Ann. She's glimmering like gold from a cold Alaska stream. And when she takes your hand and she whispers in your ear, it's like a gentle summer breeze. You look in her eyes and realize nothing that you would not do to please. To please Sally Ann. To please Sally Ann. And you lay awake and wonder what you did to deserve all of this. Must have done something in a past life that made you worthy of a kiss. A kiss from Sally Ann. She's gliding through the door like a lonely soldier's dream. This is Sally Ann. She's glimmering like gold from a cold Alaska stream. When she takes your hand and she whispers in your ear, it's like a gentle summer breeze. Oh, and you look in her eyes and realize there's nothing you would not do to please. Oh, to please Sally Ann.
Woo, yeah.
Thank you very much.
What a great song.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, where have you done most of your recording?
I did my first record at Q Recording in Falls Church, and then the guy that I was working with actually moved to California, and I did my most recent CD at Home in the Darkness with Dave Mallon at Innovation Station.
Very nice.
Dave, he's got a beautiful, relatively brand new studio, and he lives in Annandale, so
Okay.
it's in his home, but it's the basement of his home. It is a state-of-the-art, beautiful studio.
Awesome. So, are you working on something now?
Dave and I were working on the third record
Yeah, but
before the plague. So there are a bunch of songs that are in various states of completion that we were making good progress on. But Dave has a small child and a wife, and he's just kind of, since all this started, he's just been not taking clients. So as soon as we can get back to work, we will.
yeah. Do you have a theme in mind or just a bunch of different songs?
Pretty much just a bunch of different songs. You know, I'm fairly prolific songwriter, so there was a bunch of stuff that didn't make the last album, and we actually had about 3 songs that were pretty much completed that were kind of in the can that we started out, we were gonna just do an EP, just to get it out relatively quickly, and then once we started, you know how it goes. It's like, oh, I just wrote this, and your most recent song is always your best song, right? It's like
Yeah.
like your newest puppy or something. So
Yeah. And you play guitar on all of the tracks, right?
yeah, I play guitar. I play acoustic and electric guitar. Dave plays a lot of different instruments. He's a really, really excellent piano player, and you know how it goes. Anything you can't do, it's always that sort of the thing that you lust after. So I'm sort of a fool for the piano because I bang around on the piano, but I don't really play piano. And so, yeah, he's done some beautiful piano parts on the last record, and then some really cool stuff on this one. And then been really lucky to have some of the folks that I work with locally or have worked with locally come in and do a little bit. I had Tiffany Shanta. I don't know if you guys know Tiffany, fantastic fiddle player. She did a beautiful fiddle part on one of the kind of signature songs for the record. You guys probably know Kippen Martin. Kippen's done a couple harmonies. Kippen was on the last one. And then Heather Lloyd came in and did some harmonies on a couple of songs. So
Cool. Very
I
nice.
grab those coattails whenever I can of folks.
Hey, I tell ya. So, when you do your next song, can you tell us a little bit about Oklahoma and how that might have informed some of your songwriting?
Yeah, absolutely. I grew up out west in Oklahoma and was born and raised there and lived there until my mid-20s. And one of the things that drew me to the kind of the singer-songwriter genre later in life, because I started out like a lot of folks playing in bands. You know, I was a lead guitar player for a number of years, but I was also a soldier for a number of years too, so I lived away from home. And one of the things that drew me to this genre of music, I think, was I got into a lot of the Texas singer-songwriters, guys like Robert Earl Keen and Ray Wiley Hubbard, and you know all those guys that were singing about things that I didn't realize at first why that music moved me so much, but it finally figured out it's because they're making references to things that I grew up with in terms of just you know the scenery and the way of life. And so my songs reflect a lot of that. You guys probably know Jay Keating. Jay refers to them as rural images. So there's a lot of rural imagery in my songs. I grew up outside of Oklahoma City in a smaller town. So yeah, so there's a lot of sort of big sky country references
Definitely.
in my music, and just kind of that way of life of grew up around working people, you know, kind of blue collar guys, and so there's a lot of that in my music.
Love it. So, what do you think you'd like to play for us next?
Well, I would like to play a new song that I don't do a lot of co-writing. I'm not very good at co-writing, but I, as most of us do in our kind of our travels, we meet fellow songwriters. And in 2015, I met a lady named Hope Dunbar at. We were both contestants in the New Folk competition at the Kerrville Folk Festival, and of course keep up with everybody on Facebook. And so Hope is a very prolific writer, and she was working on a song recently, and she posted a thing on Facebook where she said, I just can't get this third verse down. I can't make it work. And so I added third verse, and then we started working together on it. So it's a co-write with Hope Dunbar, and really kind of proud of the way it turned out. And it's called All We Ever Do Is Wait, kind of a small town song. And it goes like this. Got a bank and a bar and a VFD and a pool in the park so we can beat the heat, and the boys play ball for the Legion team way up until July. On the ragged edge of this crumbling town, dust devils dance on the hard pan ground, and the west wind carries the lonesome sound of a train rolling by. And all we ever do is wait. All we ever do is wait. All we ever do is wait for it to pass. Pass. There's a freight train on an east-west track, pulling coal car, back to back, hauling airplanes with no wings attached to someplace far away. And it cuts right through the heart of town like a rusty axe, chopping dead trees down, and the ground it trembles with a rumbling sound as the crossbar blocks the way. And all we ever do is wait. All we ever do is wait. All we ever do is wait for it to pass. All we ever do is wait. All we ever do is wait. Wait and pray someday this too will pass. And midnight brings a blood-red moon. Daylight rolls around too soon. We pray one day that we'll make it out of here, but the days turn to weeks and the months turn to years. Against the endless prairie sky, well, the ground it rumbles and the whistle cries. One day we wake and realize we don't hear them anymore. The shadows fall like cold hard rain, and the emptiness that we can't explain, well, it haunts this town like that long black train that runs by our front door. And all we ever do is wait. All we ever do is wait. All we ever do is wait for it to pass. All we ever do is wait. Surrender to our fate. wait and pray one day this too shall pass. We got a bank and a bar and a VFD and a pool in the park so we can beat the heat. And the boys play ball for the Legion team way up until July.
Woohoo! Nice job.
Thank you. Thank you.
They love you.
Yeah, real proud of the way that turned out.
Yeah. So, have you done a lot of collaborative tunes?
I have not. I'm a terrible co-writer because I just I find writing for me by and large to be a solitary activity, and so if I can't sort of be in charge,
Yeah.
I'm not a very good co-writer. I can take somebody's lyrics and I can do all kinds of tweaks, and I do that all the time for folks. I'm happy to do that.
Yeah.
But I just find that I don't know. It's just hard for me to collaborate because it's something I've always done by myself, and I have these weird ideas that turn into songs.
Have you ever used a song prompt like we were joking about earlier?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Have you done that before?
I have. Yeah, I do a lot of teaching of songwriting seminars and stuff. So there's lots of little tips and tricks that I've learned over the years from really good songwriters, and prompts is a great one. Yeah, that's always fun to do.
You do a toolbox, Songwriters toolbox. Have you been able to keep that up during this?
I did one for SAW Community Day, but I haven't done. I noticed the other day that they're starting back up to do those virtually, and so I need to reach out to the SAW folks and tell them I'll be glad to do it because I always enjoy doing those things. I like to teach, kind of one of those things that I've always enjoyed doing.
Well, it's very popular. So yeah, great.
So
What do you want to do next?
Yeah, give
us
us a song.
Well, let's see. I will do. Speaking of rural songs, I will do one of my favorites. This is from the most recent record, and this one is the one that actually Tiffany played violin on and Kippen sang harmonies. But I get a chance occasionally to perform out west, and I was at a songwriter festival a couple of years ago in a very small town in Texas, and I was kind of sitting there on the main street of the town, because it's a one-street town at the end of the day, and I was just thinking about all the little towns that are kind of drying up and blowing away, and a lot of times they're doing so out west because the oil is gone, and so sort of these oil boom towns that used to be oil used to be the big deal. And as I started working on this, it occurred to me that a lot of times the same things happen to us in terms of relationships. Progress. One person moves on and the other person gets left behind by progress. So this song is called "Left Behind," and it's about a town and a guy that's being left behind. This old town ain't what it used to be, and neither am I. Oil used to flow like water, now the wells have run bone dry. The rigs and pipes are rusted, my old friends are gone. I'm broke down and busted, but I keep hanging on, waiting for the light of day, hoping for some cosmic karma sign. The turning of the wheel, the whole redemption deal, a prayer to ease the pain of being left behind, left behind, left behind. Well, 2 years years ago you packed your car and you said goodbye to me. I tried but couldn't be the man you wanted me to be. Some nights the bourbon talks me into dialing up your phone. I let you say hello, then I let well enough alone, waiting for the light of day, and hoping for some cosmic karma sign. The turning of the wheel, the whole redemption deal, a prayer to ease the pain of being left behind, left behind, left behind. When nightfall spreads across the flatlands and a lonesome quarter moon hangs in the sky, dark, the prairie looks just like the ocean, and I wish that I could drift away on a rising tide. Well, the south wind pins the tumbleweeds against the barbed wire fence. We're stranded here together, no love, no recompense. Somewhere out there, the lucky ones, they chase their dreams each day. The rest of us just bide our time and we try to find our way, waiting for the light of day, hoping for some cosmic karma sign. The turning of the wheel, the whole redemption deal, a prayer to ease the pain of being left behind, a prayer to ease the pain of being left behind. Well, thank you.
What a beautiful ballad.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, you know, part of the deal with not performing live, since we're all not performing live, is you get a little bit rusty. So there was there's a fairly innovative chord progression there in the first part of that. That
Nobody
wasn't part of the song.
Nope, no one noticed.
Yep. Never admit your mistakes, but I figure among songwriters, you guys would think that was funny. I was like, well, wait a minute. So, got it back on track though.
Have you been writing a lot recently?
I have not. You know, people ask me that, and I was chatting with my cousin the other day, and she was going, "Oh, you must be writing all kinds of stuff with it." I just have not been motivated because, and we were chatting about why that is, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think part of it is that for me, I enjoy writing songs because I enjoy playing them for people live, and I just like live performing, and I like seeing, you know, which ones work and who likes this one, who doesn't, and how things go over. So I just, honestly, as honest as I can be, I just haven't been that motivated. You know, I worked on that thing with Hope, and it turned out really cool, but not being able to perform is for me, and not being able to record is another thing. You know, I really like recording my stuff. So I've been pretty lazy. I've been sidetracked. My son and I are working on a big auto project. We're rebuilding an old Toyota Land Cruiser. So
Oh, wow.
my
I love them.
my
What year
COVID
is it?
my COVID hobby, you know. So I'm constantly out destroying my hands, and you know, got grease under my fingernails 24/7 these days.
What year Land Cruiser is it?
It's
I traveled across.
1977. Yeah. It's an
Okay, I
old
traveled across
F-34.
Tibet a couple times in the Land
Yeah.
Cruiser.
Yeah.
Yep, those are great.
So.
So tell us about this last song of yours, Mike. And we so
Well,
appreciate you coming. And I know we give people a choice. Would you like us to point to their tip jars or their web pages and tell us your web page?
yeah,
And
my webpage, I use the P. I use my middle initial when I perform just because there's a million Mike Ryans in the music business. So I go by Mike P. Ryan. So my webpage is mikepryanmusic.com. You can go there and you can get my most recent record. You can download it onto your favorite digital platform, which is what most people do. Um, So on the banner page of the website, it says "Get Mike's new record," which is not very new. I guess it's almost a year old now. But MikePRyanMusic.com is there. You can read my bio and all that kind of junk and kind of the standard stuff. I don't have a tip jar, so I was just chatting with you guys beforehand via email. And if anybody wants to donate anything on behalf of me, my favorite charity is St. Jude's Children's Hospital.
The
And
link
I
is right
think
there.
you
People
guys have got the website URL for that, so they help kids with cancer. So.
Yeah, it's a great place.
So I'll leave you with my favorite song of mine, and this one is will mean something special, especially if you've got teenage children, which I do. I have a 17-year-old son. And most of us grew up in a time before cell phones and computers and all that, so it's very easy sometimes to feel like the rest of the world would rather look at a screen than look at you. And as musicians, we get a lot of rejection, and so this is kind of based on that notion that you get that feeling sometimes, whether it's in your personal life or in your professional life as a musician, that the world's got something better to do than deal with you. And so this is called "Someone Like Me." My radio dial is stuck on the Jesus station. Through the late night static will I hear all the talk about salvation. I ain't worried about my eternal destiny. Someone like Jesus ain't got time for someone like me. Someone like me who's at home in the darkness on an old blacktop highway. Yeah, someone like me who's made peace with sleeping alone. Someone like me who's worn out and weary from wondering every day why so many hearts are as hard as polished stone. I write you letters in my scratchy old long hand, but they come back unopened, bound in a brown rubber band. Well, I know you've got places to go, and you've got people to see, and someone like you ain't got time for someone like me. Someone like me who's at home in the darkness on an old blacktop highway. Yeah, someone like me who's made peace with sleeping alone. Someone like me who's worn out and weary from wondering every day why so many hearts are as hard as polished stone. Summer's gone now and the nights are getting cold. These days I swear I feel a million years old. And I try to follow all the signs along the road. Oh, but they're all rusted out, full of buckshot holes and through a dirty windshield from the corner of my eye. I see the milestones and the fence posts go flashing by. I pretend I don't notice, but it ain't no mystery. Well, this world is turning too fast for someone like me. Someone like me who's at home in the darkness, out on an old blacktop highway. Yeah, someone like me who's made peace with sleeping alone. Someone like me who's worn out and weary from wondering every day why so many hearts are as hard as polished stone. Why so many hearts are as hard as polished stone.
Very nice. Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you so much, Mike. In fact, that is, I think, one of my favorite of your songs, too.
Well, thank you very much.
Love that one.
Thanks a lot. Thanks so much for asking me to play today. It's fun to get a chance to play for people again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was really an incredible song. Really sad,
Thank you.
Mike.
Really lovely. And These Hands is also a contender.
Yes, everybody likes that one too.
Oh, my God. Ugh. You're a great songwriter. Thank you so much for being here. This
Thanks,
is
guys. Appreciate it.
wonderful. So, Diana, I think we're going to have to move on. Unfortunately, we'd love to listen to you all day. But when I say unfortunately, that's not really true because we could listen to Karen Collins all day as well and Gene Bayou all day. But I think we do, because of time constraints, have to move forward. So next
I've
up,
got places to go, Lisa.
people to see and eggnog to drink. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Clink, clink. So Karen, can you unmute yourself? Let's see. Unmute. Are you there, Karen? Whoop. Up. I
There
think
you go.
we
Talk.
have you.
There,
Right.
there I am.
We are so excited to have Karen Collins here. Yay.
Thank you, Lisa.
Yeah, I'm used to see you fronting a band, and you always have a wonderful band. We've got Squeeze by You. Tell us the other name, the Blue Moon.
Backroads Band and the Blue Moon Cowgirls.
Yeah,
Right,
and you put out several CDs with your different bands too.
that's right. I've done 2 with the Backroads Band, and 1 with the Blue Moon Cowgirls, and 1 with Squeeze Bayou.
Yeah, I have your Backroads Band CD. I play it now and then in my car. Love it because my car still has a CD player, believe it or not. It sounds good. So, what you got for us today, Karen? We'd love to hear a couple songs.
Okay, this one is one of my more recent songs, and we were in the process of recording this with the Backroads Band for a new recording, new CD.
Oh,
which
you
is,
are?
of course, on hold.
Oh, did you get any CDs or any of the tracks done?
No.
Oh, so you're just
They were-
starting it.
Well, they were mostly recorded, but they weren't mixed. They're not
yeah.
done.
Oh, yeah.
So that's hopefully sometime in the future.
Yeah.
But this song is one I wrote. There was several years back. There was this mockingbird that was keeping me awake at night, and I thought he was crazy or just really confused until I looked online and found out that that mockingbirds do sing at night during mating season. So he was just out there trying to attract a sweetie.
Okay.
So I wrote the Mockingbird Song.
Okay, wonderful.
Mockingbird is singing, his melody keeps ringing in my brain. Sleepless I lay listening through the night. He's whistling his refrain again and again. He don't care that it's so late, keeps on calling for a mate all along. Thank you.
Karen, your voice is so amazing. I love it.
Thanks.
It's it's got hints of so many different singers that I like in it. Got a little bit of Emmylou Harris kind of sound to it.
And Hazel Dickens and every other country female
Just
Well, thank
artist.
you.
And you grew up where? Somewhere in the far reaches of Virginia, right?
In the mountains of Southwest Virginia. I'm
In a coal mining
miner's
town?
daughter.
Do you know Pneumoconiosis, Black Lung Blues? Do you know that song?
Not to sing it, but it's a cool song.
Yeah, it's a great song. What are you going to play next?
This next one is one that I recorded with the Backroads Band on our last CD. It's called Blindsided. He was a fun-loving, sweet-talking, slow-dancing, good-looking man. And I shoot. He was this fun-loving, sweet-talking, slow-dancing, good-looking man. With a smile and tender Texas tan. He came on like trouble with a capital T. Knocked the breath right out of me. That fun-loving, sweet-talking, slow-dancing, good-looking man. Oh, I was blindsided, never saw it coming. He reached out, grabbed my poor heart, held it tight and took off running. I was blindsided by a smile and a Texas tan. From that fun-loving, sweet-talking, slow-dancing, good-looking man. Now he's a free roaming, fast talking, bull-shooting, love-stealing man. So I gave his things to the Salvation Army van. Now that I got him off my mind, can anybody tell me where I can find a fun-loving, sweet-talking, slow-dancing, good-looking man? Oh, I was blindsided, never saw it coming. He reached out, grabbed my poor heart, held it tight and took off running. I was blindsided by a smile and a Texas tan. From that fun-loving, sweet-talking, slow-dancing, good-looking man.
yeah,
Thank you.
Woo!
good one. Woohoo!
Thanks.
That was great. It reminded me of the box that it came in when she packs all the stuff up in the Salvation
Right.
Army van. Out of here, out the window, into the dumpster, bye-bye. That was great. That ought to be a hit.
Thanks.
You should send it to Nashville. They need some hits. But yeah, that was great, Karen. And we want to tell everyone that Karen has her own live streaming show on Facebook Live. It's called Live from the Lost Highway. And that's
Right.
Friday nights at 7 p.m. So what day is it today? Sunday. You've got a couple days to prepare, everybody. But tune in and find Karen. You have a webpage too, right?
Right.
Karen Collins Music?
KarenCollins.net.
.net. Okay, great.
Thank you,
Fabulous.
Karen.
Thank
That
you
was
so
great.
much.
Thank
Yeah.
you for having me.
Absolutely.
Jean, it looks like you're sitting on your throne. No, unmute yourself, Jean. Unmute yourself. That's going to be my new song. Unmute
There it is.
yourself.
Unmute
There you
yourself.
go.
Here I am.
Unmute yourself.
Later than you think.
It's later than you think.
On you yourself. It's
So
love. Okay.
I want to just say that Jean Bayou, you're in Sarasota, Florida, right?
I am.
And
Yeah.
before that, you were in New Orleans for a couple years.
Yep.
And before that, you were in Washington, D.C., and you were president of SAW, the Songwriters Association of Washington, from 2005 to 2013.
Yeah, something like that.
That's the reign of Jean Bayou at SAW.
It's a long time.
Yep. We had Jay Keating on, and we've had a bunch of SAW folks on this show so far. So this
SAW is a wonderful thing. And I'm still I feel very fortunate to still be affiliated and know so many wonderful people through SAW. So.
And I read today that you started performing. I guess you were songwriting before you were in your 40s, but that you only started performing when you were in your 40s, like last year?
Late 40s, getting close to 50. And I said, well, if I do it now, when is it going to get easier? So.
Fabulous.
But no, I've played music all my life, just, basically for myself and my family and friends, but just never performed in front of other people. So it's been wonderful.
Oh, we're so happy here today. So
well, thank you. I'm happy to be here, and
yeah.
It's nice. I'm kind of rusty. I need some WD-40 here.
Oh, we were all talking about that. It's a common thing. So we're all kind of knocking the rust off. So
well,
Diane and I do this show because we're trying to knock the rust off ourselves. So, but basically, we're spoiled though. We get to sit back and watch you guys. So
you guys are wonderful. I love what you're doing, and thank you very much for doing what you do.
Thank you. Well, what are you gonna play for your first song?
I'm gonna play an oldie. Both of these are oldies. I'm working on a couple songs actually right now. I have one on piano that I've been working on since May, but it takes me forever. I really am a slow writer. I am not prolific, but this one's called Your Karma Suits You.
oh, I love it.
Most people who know me know this song.
I've heard this. I love that.
It's not what the title sounds like. It's basically about you got to give what you want to receive. And I think that's an important message in this day and age. And it's about love, which everything is. So I'll just shut up and play. No matter what you got, it's never enough. So maybe it's time to forget that stuff and concentrate on what isn't there. 'Cause your fancy clothing isn't all you wear. Your karma suits you. Your karma suits you. Your karma suits you. So you gotta wear it well. You're thinking you're smiling, but it's feeling like a frown. And you start to wonder what turned your world upside down. Was it something you said, did or didn't do? It's going around, and coming back at you. Your karma suits you. Your karma suits you. Your karma suits ya. like a body glove. You may not wanna believe this is how it goes, but you gotta give what you wanna receive. Just ask anyone who knows. No matter what you got, it can always be enough when you finally decide. You don't need all that stuff, so go on, get naked, naked, way down to your soul, and see how much love you can hold. Your karma suits you. Your karma suits you. Your karma suits you. Your karma suits you. I just got to retune one string here.
Doing all the backup girl stuff on this.
I saw you. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, very.
You didn't have an egg though, Lisa. What was
No
that
egg,
in your hand?
no egg
Okay.
shakers.
All right, good.
Single belt.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, the Christmas in July is fun.
What?
Christmas in July is fun.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
Although
it
Diana loathes it.
No. Well, I'm gonna just
Oh.
dog and peace. What you got next for us?
This is a song called Warrior Women.
All right.
Another one whose title doesn't necessarily, I mean, people conjure a certain image with warrior women. And I'm not talking about women with swords and clubs and knives and guns. And I'm talking about, words and deeds and how women are influencers. It's also about men. It's about heart. Again, it's about love. It's about approaching life with love. So that's this one, Warrior Women. Wise and wonderful warrior women, waging war on war, didn't always know that they had it in them, but now they're sure that they're in it for love, and they'll win it with love. Kind and courageous warrior women will fight for what they want. Words and deeds are their only weapons, and their visions will haunt your golden slumber. They've got your number. They'll wake you up and take you on a journey to a place you'll know they've always been. They'll shake you up and leave you yearning for a time of peace among all men. Proud and compassionate warrior men, listen to their hearts. They won't ever go to war again. And this is how it starts, and this is how it ends. 'Cause they're in it for love, and they'll win it with love. Wise and wonderful warrior women and warrior men are waging love until the end. That's it.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Love that. Nice.
Thank you very much.
What a
Thanks, Steph.
great way to end our show. Wow. That was awesome.
Thanks.
And what's your
Thank you,
website, Jean, so everyone can go look you up?
GeneBayou.com.
Okay,
and
great.
On Facebook. I think that's it. I think I have a reverb. I don't keep up with most of my stuff, unfortunately. So, but I do have a website, GeneBayou.com.
Okay. So that's
Great.
where to find you and your great songs.
And thank you very much. I hope to release some of these songs one of these days. I seem to be kind of anal retentive about this.
That last song, Now, is a good time.
Thanks, Lisa.
Yeah,
And thank
yeah.
you, Diana. You
And-
guys are wonderful. Thanks.
Thank you, everyone. I want to give a plug to WOWD, Tacoma Radio.
Wow.
Robbie White, wowed. Robbie White, our good friend Robbie White has a show there called Forbidden Alliance on Sunday at 9 a.m. It usually wakes me up with some good loud Ramones.
Yeah.
And he plays till 11 and has interviews. And so the object is to get everyone to listen to him and then switch over to us at 12:30.
Yeah.
Right? Right. And then the networks are next.
Well, once again, thank you so much, Mike Ryan, Karen Collins, and Jean Bayou. We had so much fun today. I hope you did too. Please, folks who are listening, check them out. They're amazing songwriters. We had a great time. And hopefully we'll see y'all next week at 12:30 right here.
Thank you,
Next
guys.
week it's Easter.
Thank you.
Next week is-
Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.